Student, this is the first lecture for class 11 for introduction of accounts or classification of accounts. Mainly this is a classification of accounts. So here we can see classification of accounts. There is a two type of accounts. One is personal account and another is impersonal account. Okay, in classification of accounts we can write impersonal and personal account. And the personal also there is a three type. One is natural personal account, one is artificial personal account, and one is representative personal account. Okay, so in personal there is a three type. And what do you mean by the personal account and what do you mean by the impersonal account? Personal accounts means any naming account is known as personal accounts. In naming account, the natural person means the human being. So in the head of natural personal accounts, always the name of a human being always shown, like Sumitra, Ashok, Subhas, whatever may be. Any person name will be named as natural personal account. Artificial personal account, any companies, any body, any government or any society, these are the known as artificial personal accounts. Pune Municipal Corporation, this is the example. Any sports club, any bank, any company site like Tata, Reliance, any shop, suppose Rajan stores, any medical stores are known as come under the artificial personal account. So in personal there is a natural personal account and another is artificial personal account. Next one is representative personal accounts. Outstanding expenses, that will discuss later. Okay, this matter will be discussed later. Outstanding expenses, prepaid expenses, income accrued in advance, this is known as representative personal accounts. So personal account complete. Now in case of impersonal account, there is a two type of impersonal account. So impersonal accounts, there is a real account and the nominal account. So what is the real account? Any assets related account is known to be as real account. Okay, so any assets, and there is a two type of assets. One is tangible assets, one is intangible assets. Tangible assets as computer, cash, machinery, plant and machinery, land and building, plant and machinery, whatever maybe, these are the tangible assets. These are the tangible assets. Okay, so these are the tangible assets which you can touch. So it is known as tangible assets, and assets which is not touch, not feel, so it is known as intangible assets like goodwill, patent, copyright, etc, etc. Okay, so the real accounts, there is a two type of accounts. One is tangible real account and one is intangible real account, or you can say as tangible assets and intangible assets. Hope student you are clear this point. So personal and the impersonal also segregate into two parts. One is real account and another is nominal accounts. Now check the nominal accounts. Nominal accounts, expenses and losses. Nominal account represent only expenses and losses. So expenses, as an example, some expenses, stationery, purchase, advertisement, these are the example of expenses. Income received, interest received, discount received, sales, these are known as nominal account. Okay, so hope the classification account is clear for you. Personal account, impersonal accounts, and impersonal there is a three type. Sorry, impersonal is a two type. One is real account, another is nominal account. Real is there is a two, tangible, intangible, and nominal there is a two part. One is expenses and income. But main thing, we have to learn the golden rule or the traditional approach, we can say. So here the traditional approach, so each and every transaction we have a debit and credit concept. Okay, for the debit and credit concept for the both personal and impersonal. So the type of accounts, first we see the real accounts. What is the debit and credit concept for the golden rule of accounts? So in case of real accounts means all assets. Assets means tangible and intangible. There is a two approach. One is debit and one is credit. So debit means what comes in and credit what goes out in case of real accounts. So any accounts represent real accounts, debit what comes in and credit what goes out. जो आ रहा है वो डेबिट है, जो जा रहा है वो क्रेडिट है. ओके, दिस क्लियर. नाउ द पर्सनल अकाउंट्स, all parties, as we know the personal accounts example. So debit is the receiver and the credit is the giver. Okay, डेबिट इज द रिसीवर, जिसको मिल रहा है डेबिट हो रहा है, एंड क्रेडिट इज द गिवर, जो दे रहे हैं वो क्रेडिटर से. ओके, इन केस ऑफ पर्सनल. एंड द नॉमिनल अकाउंट्स, इनकम एंड एक्सपेंसेस. सो ऑल डेबिट, losses are debit, all expenses and losses. Okay, in case of expenses debit, and in case of, see, the credit of all income and gains, credit all income and gains. Okay, now student, you can understand this concept, the classification accounts and the traditional approach for golden rule of accounts. You can follow this golden rule of accounts, you can easily make any journal entries. Okay, but nowadays that in traditional approach, simultaneously the modern approach also comes out. So in modern concepts there is a different debit credit concepts and different classification of accounts. In earlier we said that this is the traditional approach, or you can say this is the old approach. Now it is a modern approach. In case of modern approach, there is a classification of assets, assets, liabilities, capital, revenue and gains, which is income and expenses. So there is a 1 2 3 4 5 types of accounts you can see. Okay, assets, liabilities, income, expenses, and equity. Equity means also you can say the capital. So what is the concept for the debit and credit? So simple, see, for the assets, if the asset is increased then debit, if the asset is decreased then it will be credit. Okay, so student, so that for the assets, if it is increased then debit, if it is decreased then credit. You have to learn this. Liabilities, if it is decreased then debit, and it's for credit. For equity or capital, if it is decreased then debit, if it is increased then credit. For any income, if the income is increased then it is a credit, if the income is decreased then it debit. Expenses, increase debit, expenses decrease credit. Okay, so hope student you are clear. You can pass the journal entries or the any transaction debit credit concept. You can apply the golden rule of accounts. Also you can apply the modern approach. Modern approach is comparatively easy. Just you have to find out these 5 types of accounts and you can make easily that which account will be debit and which account will be credit. Now next, see some example of the accounts involved. Now see, there is a cash account. I am just given some example of the some accounts. Suppose the cash and capital. So cash and capital, in modern approach, cash is assets, capital is capital or equity. In traditional approach, the assets always be the real account and the capital is a personal account. In purchase, purchase is the expenses in case of modern approach. In case of traditional, it is a nominal. Cash in case of classification of the modern approach, it is a assets. Traditional approach, it is a real. Similarly, sales, the revenue or income. In case of modern approach, we can say it is a revenue. In case of traditional approach, it is a nominal. So you can see the problem: purchase, accounts receivable, sales, furniture. See, the furniture both are assets, cash also the both of assets. And in case of modern approach, all it is a assets, but the golden rule approach, all are the real account. Machinery, assets, cash assets, wages is a expenses, cash is a assets, drawings is a withdrawal or it is treated as an expenses, cash is a assets. Okay, now main thing, let us understand the debit and credit concept for any transaction. Now check out this golden rule of accounting, by the golden rule of accounting, how we'll find out the debit and credit and extract two accounts from each and every transaction. Now here, the first transaction, the serial number 1, you can see that capital introduced by the owner. Capital introduced by the owner. So capital introduced by the owner. So here the serial number, there is a two type you have to select. Two type of account you have to select. One is cash account and another is capital account. Now, nature of accounts, it is the assets. Capital is a person or personal accounts. So in that case, the cash is received. So cash is received. Why? Because when the business is start, the cash is received. So whenever the cash is received, in case of real account, the what is the golden rule of accounts? Now what comes in is a debit. Now when the business is start, the cash is introduced. So cash is comes in. So when the cash is comes in, what comes in is a debit. And the capital is a giver. In case of traditional approach, a condition of the golden rule apply, the giver, so it will be credit. So you can say that each and every transaction there is a two accounts and one is debit and one is credit. दोनों debit हो नहीं सकता है, दोनों credit हो नहीं सकता है. One is debit and another is credit. Now move to the second transaction, purchase goods for cash. So you have to select two accounts from there. You have to check or you have to extract two accounts. One is purchase account and another is cash account. Okay, purchase account, purchase goods for cash. So purchase or cash. Now let's check. There is a purchase and the cash. Purchase is the expenses. So expenses is a nominal accounts. Cash is a assets, is a real account. So according to golden rule, all expenses are debit. So purchase will be debit. Now whenever you purchase, your cash is goes out. So whenever it goes out, in case of real account, it goes out means it's a credit. Now check this. Money goes out, all expenses are debit and what goes out is a credit. Now same, goods sold for cash. Goods sold for cash. So you sales made by the cash. So there is a two transaction. One is cash and another is sales. One is cash, another is sales. So check here. In question number 3, there is a cash account and another is a sales account. Cash is a assets real account, sales you can say is a income, so the nominal account. So cash is comes in, so cash will be debit and sales is a income. So in case of nominal account, golden rule we are follow, so it is a credit. So what comes in, it's a debit, all incomes and gains is a credit. I am sending this PDF also to clarification. See this video carefully and watch the PDF also. Now in fourth transaction, paid salary. So here is a two account you have to extract. One is salary and paid. Paid by what? So of course something is paid by money or check. So there is a two account. One is salary, another is cash. So check here in transaction. Salary and cash. Salary is the expenses and cash is goes out. So as an example, we can see in overall we can view that salary is a debit and cash is a credit. Check this question number 4. Next one is paid salary. So paid salary and next one is sold goods to Mr. A. Sold goods to Mr. A. Sold goods to Mr. A. So there is a two account, Mr. A and sales account. And who will be debit and who will be credit? Now check, the Mr. A is a personal account, sales is a income. So any income, your credit, and Mr. A is a personal and he is a receiver of the such goods. Okay. Now receiver of the such goods, so it will be debit and credit. Who will be debit? Mr. A will be debit, sales income is a credit. Now the purchase goods from Mrs. Ram and so on. So there is a two account, purchase and Mrs. Ram. Now See, there is a two type of purchase also there. One is cash purchase, another is credit purchase. When in the serial number 2 purchase goods for cash, that means it is a cash transaction. You paid cash and bring goods. But in case of 6, it is a credit transaction. Credit transaction means you are not paid money, you are credit from the customers, suppliers. So the purchase goods from Mrs. Ram and Son. So here is a two account, one is purchase and another is Mrs. Ram. So there is a two account, purchase and Mrs. Ram. Purchase is the expenses and Ram and Sons is the personal account. Now who is the giver? In case of personal account, the giver will be credit. So the Ram and Son is the giver of the such goods. So he will be credit. And the purchase is a, you can take as an expenses, nominal account. So all expenses are debit in case of nominal account. Okay. In question number 7, cash received from Mr. A. So the cash is comes in and Mr. A is the giver. So as simple as that, cash is comes in and cash is a real account. So what comes in is a debit. So cash will be debit and Mr. A is the giver of such money. So he will be credit. Last and final one, cash paid to Mr. Ram and Son. We are paid to Ram and Sons. So Ram and Son as a personal account, he is the receiver of such money. So whenever he is receiver of such money, Mrs. Ram and Son, so he will be debit because he received the money. So he is the receiver, or we know that according to the personal account, the receiver is the debit and the cash is goes out. So cash is a real account. So when the money is goes out, it will be credit. So it will be Ram and Sons will be debit and cash will be credit. So hope student you will understand. I will also solve these questions over here. You can see separately the classification of accounts, natures, reason and debit and credit concepts. So you keep watching this video carefully. So you can do any type of transaction. You have to extract debit and credit item from the transaction. So okay, so hope you will understand and keep my watching the video, keep in touch with this video, so it is very clearful for you. Thank you so much.